So I'm pretty chronically online, and I see a lot on hockey Twitter where I run into two different problems. A, do I have a refreshing enough take to really talk about this? Or B, is it really worth my attention and making a video out of it? But I find the situation that Michkov and the Philadelphia Flyers are in pretty interesting, because it seems like Tocchet is throwing Michkov under the bus anytime that the Flyers aren't doing so hot. Where some fans all share this opinion that he needs to shut up or get out. People are very observant that with Michkov's struggles, it might be because Tocchet is not using him correctly and developing him the right way. And while Philly is not a contending team whatsoever, they could probably make a playoff push, but I think they are at least 2 to 3 years away from being serious contenders. But the way that they are playing now is way below the expectation. And according to Tocchet, it's not his fault, it's Michkov. Where any time that Tocchet gets in the media, he says things like this down below, when this is actually the true case. I really do think that Michkov is a victim in all this, as he has been going through a whole lot of style changes within the organization, between Torts being his coach his very first year, and now Rick Tocchet, who is kind of cut from the same cloth as far as the old school style hockey where you're playing gritty, being physical, dumping and chasing, really just earning your possessions and wearing the opponent out. But Michkov is not and has not ever really been that player. He's a skill guy for a reason. So going back to it, yes, the Flyers were not going to win the Cup this year, but they aren't playing the way that they should. So does this mean that Tocchet's seat should start getting a little warm? I know they just signed him to a lucrative deal to make him the head coach, where it seemed like it was writing on the wall that he'd be the head coach for the Flyers. Right now you're playing underneath expectations, and your franchise star is not exactly the happiest camper in your system. So what do you do moving forward? Do you stay the course and hope Michkov gets it? Do you bring in a guy that can play a little bit of old, little bit of new style hockey? Do you go out and find a former player who was a skill guy and can essentially speak his language? Or do you just go out and get a player-oriented coach? Ultimately, I feel for Michkov, while it is only his sophomore year in the league, something does have to change, whether that's him, the coach, etc. But I will say one thing as an Eagles fan: nobody hates Philadelphia teams more than Philadelphia.